Hey everyone, how's it going? Wanted to hop on and give a market update, specifically some news articles that I've been reading that can give you guys some insight on the real estate market and kind of the way things have been shaping out lately. So these come from homes.com. I'm going to share a couple articles. The first one I'm going to go into is probably the more grim outlook. So number of first-time home buyers, it's new low. Survey shows NAR report says market is split with all cash buyers at an all-time high. So this article goes in to talk about our first-time home buyers is at the lowest percentage it's been since 1981. So we have a lot of people sitting on the sidelines, not jumping into the market, not purchasing a home. Could be economic, the economy, political climate right now kind of has a lot of people questioning things. I've gotten the question a few times if VA loans and FHA loans are impacted by the government shutdown. So we have a lot of first-time home buyers use those. We have a lot of people just kind of sitting on the sidelines. Granted, these stats are delayed a little bit. These aren't like last week. The survey had been done over a course of a year. But I would guess that this trend continued into the fall, and we probably are still at an all-time low. So what that means for you guys, if you are selling a house, specifically if you're selling a house in the Cincinnati market, at least in like a 200 to 350 price range, that's your prime first-time home buyer price point, and you're probably seeing a lot slower traffic than you anticipated or you had hoped for. Things are probably going to take a little longer than what people have gotten used to over the past couple years. So just plan on that and keep that in mind as you go into listing your home. I'm not saying things can't sell right now. They can, and stuff will continue to sell, but you just have to have the right approach. Make sure you're priced appropriately. And then in that same article, it talks about cash buyers that are at an all-time high, and the average age of our home buyers has increased. So what that tells me is a lot of seniors have been cashing in on their equity, and they're probably buying a lot of our downsized houses, a patio home. I specifically have a client who will be paying cash, and they're buying a condo with no steps entry and like all the things that someone who is downsizing and wants low maintenance living, that's what they are looking for. So they fit this article to a T. My first time home buyers that I recently was working with decided to put their search on hold. So this article is exactly what I've been seeing in the market. My listings in the first time home buyer price point are seeing a lot more sporadic traffic. So just plan on that and keep that in mind as you go into listing. But with that article, there is a silver lining. The other article here that was just released today, actually, let me get to the headline. Again, homes.com. Mortgage applications see strongest week since September. Buyers are taking advantage of easing prices, economists say. So this article says we had the strongest start to November for mortgage applications since 2022. So even though we hit a record low on first-time home buyers, the Federal Reserve's announced a couple drops. Houses have been on the market a little longer. Things have calmed down, and I think people are seeing the benefit of jumping back into the market. Now, some of these people, there might be people that are looking into loans and stuff, and they might not actually do anything until next year, but our applications have increased, and people are starting to get back into the market. Maybe some of the government shutdown probably had more impact on this article than the first one I quoted. But just wanted to share these, kind of explain a few things, especially I know everyone's always on Zillow, even if they're not buying a house, but people keep saying to me they've been noticing houses sit longer. They've been noticing more price drops. These are kind of some insight on that. A lot of our first-time home buyers are sitting on the sidelines, not jumping into the market, and part of that is just pricing, mortgage rates, home prices. So as that stuff calms down, I believe those buyers will jump back into the market. It'll be interesting to see how we start the new year off. November and December are always slow. And I'm interested to see if we hit January with people with goals that want to buy a new home next year. So I'll have these articles in the comment section. Feel free to comment, share your thoughts, insights.